Hey everybody. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, everybody. We're gonna try this again. Is it picking? Hey everybody. My name is Jonathan. I want to thank you for checking out my broadcast today. Lots of technical. Sorry, I'm trying to check my audio here. If I need to turn up the audio or something, let me know. Sounds low. I'm really having to get into the mic today. Different. So again, just gonna start from the beginning. I feel like audio. Hello picks up sooner. Is that how that works? Okay. All right, we're gonna just keep restarting here. Hello, everybody. Thank you for checking out my broadcast today. My name is Jonathan. I am broadcasting. Today is my 11th day of my 3-year challenge to help break my food addiction that has been taken over for far too long. I've chosen to challenge myself because it's in the past. I've chosen to challenge myself for 3 years because in the past I've had lots of diets and I've succeeded with reaching my weight loss goals, but I always run out of steam there. Like I don't ever follow through and start with healthy lifestyle choices. I slowly let myself slip back to my old habits, and that has gotten me to the point where I am 38 years old, was over 500 pounds, and I knew it was, I could just tell that it was taking a toll on my body. And so I started this challenge that I kind of self-imposed. And like I said, I'm doing it for 3 years. I'm going to give myself short-term goals. I'm going to give myself some mid-term goals, and then I have a few long-term goals. I'm tracking all of them. Some of them are different than normal goals, but it's just like I said, it's something where I felt like I needed to hold myself accountable. I've had a lot of I've had a lot of diets where I've tried starting and just quit after a few days. So doing this is helping hold myself accountable and continue with the diet. And so the changed up the order a little bit. I usually start with a weigh-in. The logistics of everything was just, well, I've had technical difficulties the last 2 days not doing it. So with it, I'd probably have even more technical difficulties. I was having a hard time getting it right anyways. So what I'm going to do here is I just took this video right before I started the stream. And this is of my weigh-in. As you can see, my new current weight is 478.8. And I'm going to update that up on the top there while I have it. And we'll get rid of the phone because we don't need it up anymore. So 478.8, that puts me at 2.6 pounds down since yesterday. Another great loss day between yesterday and today. It's as expected. Like I've mentioned in the past, I have done a 30-day fast not long ago, and I'm actually going to get more into that here in a little bit probably. But 2.6 pounds is great. That gives me a total weight loss in the 11 days of 41 pounds. And that's just great. I mean, um, I couldn't ask for better numbers as far as that goes. I do understand that it is a little bit inflated because, I'm fasting. So once I start eating, it's going to change. I'm going to go up a little bit right away. But it's happy to be done with that weight and see it gone forever. That's kind of one of the things I just mentioned that I'm going to talk about here is the the 478.8 is kind of my first big milestone in that this is the weight I was at the last time I tried to get into dieting and I had some success. And that was with about a year and a half ago. I started getting into the fasting and looking at, alternatives or fasting as a way of losing weight, and I did some 7-day fasts, and then I decided to do a 30-day fast. I don't have the dates down. I'm sure I have the records written somewhere, but I did a 30-day fast. I started that fast at 480 pounds. So today being at 478.8, I'm just under my start weight when I did that. And for that 30 days, I did lose about 60 pounds. And so that actually got me down to uh, the weight I was my previous large weight loss, which was about 7 years ago. But I'll get into that more another day. Um, you know, uh, the thing I think I took from that fast was that I got a little cocky about being able to just lose the weight when I want to lose the weight. And I may still be able to do that. The larger weight, like the 400, the 400s, the upper 300s, fasting definitely, extended fasting was going to help me lose weight quickly. But it was 18 months ago. I was 420 pounds, and so and like I said, that's a rough guess. I'd say it was probably about eight. But anyways, so I went from 480 to 420, and then within 16, 17 months from then, I'm back up to 520. So I mean, I'm almost putting on 8 pounds a month, and I probably put most of that 60 pounds on in the first couple months. But I just went. That was the failure of that plan, was that I didn't have any idea of what I was going to do after the fast, and I ended the fast on the 30 days because that's how long I said I was going to do it. I refed probably poorly for the fast, honestly, and it got me right back to where I was. And so that is one of, it was a success in that I was able to fast for the time, and it gave me the confidence to do it this time. Um, but it was, the failures was the post diet planning, which has generally been a failure on my part, and I'm sure many people's parts. And then, so I got to take from that and learn and continue on. I'm, as I've mentioned, I'm very excited to be past all of, I guess, if you erase my last 18 months of weight loss, I'm back to where I was then. I'm hoping to very quickly get back to where I was 7 years ago when I started, and then get back to maybe where I was uh, when I did some other diets in my 20s. So the the big thing about trying to succeed this time too is doing the tracking, and so I'm gonna change up the tracking a little bit here, or how I'm doing it on the screen. I don't have it up yet except for my fasting, and I didn't pull the hours up. Let me do that while we're on here though. But let's see, like I said, we're down 41 pounds. So if I do the million-calorie challenge, my notes from that. So going into today, or let me explain the million-calorie challenge. So what the million-calorie challenge is it is a device I'm using to help me lose weight. I've done it in the past and I found success. Is that if I look at the excess fat on my body as a savings account, and each pound of fat is 3,500 calories. My goal is to burn through 1,000,000 calories to get to my goal weight. It's not quite there, but it's close to my goal, which is to get down to around 220 pounds, so 219.8. So with that, prior to today's weigh-in, the $1 million, or the million, I keep saying $1 million. I wish they were dollar. Well, I wouldn't be spending them, but the 1,000,000 calorie challenge. I was at 134,400. Today we add another 9,100 calories to that to make the total 143,500 out of the 1 million calories. So, I mean, by quick math, that means I'm 14% through the calorie goal. I know that after the fast, or towards the end of the fast even, that this is going to tick up slower. And so I'm going to try to create some sort of rewards for myself for around the 500 and the 750,000 mark. If anybody has any suggestions for, non-food rewards to give myself for hitting those milestones, leave them in the comments, and that would be great to have some ideas, because I'm still trying to work out. I have my goals, but I don't have, other than being thinner and healthier and happier, I don't have rewards. So that, and then the fasting. So a big part, I talked about fasting a lot, I guess, already today, but a big part about the beginning of the challenge for me is I would like to lose a lot of weight quickly. I'd like to be able to get to a position, I guess, the big reason why I want to lose a lot of weight quickly is because I want to get active again. And I physically am, my heart rate goes up faster. I get out of breath faster. Even a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, um, when I was, heavy, I still felt like uh, I could handle some of those things. But now that I've really pushed the limits of what my body can handle, I'm having, more issues that are age related. The swelling of my ankles definitely has been, been a concern here recently, that the fasting has really helped reduce, like, a lot. But with the fasting, I'm 10 and a half days in. So that puts me at 257 hours fasted, which is pretty awesome. My total goal here is going to be 721 hours. So I'm getting, probably over a third, right? Yeah, well, 10 days would have been a third because it's a 30-day month. Like I said, it's been going good. The swelling in my legs is down. Joints, I've mentioned it every time. And this isn't just a fasting thing. This is a calorie reduction thing. This is a elimination of a lot of carbohydrates, I think, and cause inflammation, or lead to inflammation. And just being able, when there's something that needs to be done around the house, being able to pop up a little bit quicker has already made a difference. And it's, the weight loss, the fasting is, and it makes it, having these things happen makes everything easier. As far as hunger goes, it's not really not. I mean, it's, hunger is a fleeting thing. I feel like it comes quick and then gone. If and I may drink some water to get to, if I feel the need, or if I feel like I'm, but like I said, I'm not like hungry. I mean, it's, and I mentioned it before too. I might not even remember what hungry feels like. It might have been so long, I mean, I wouldn't quite recognize it because my body hasn't really been hungry. I mean, not real hunger for a little while, and really most of my adult life. Um, and then, so, and then the only other thing that, it's not just a fasting thing. My I think you can get the same thing with keto, but I do have to acknowledge that my breath has been less than my best now with the fasting, and so I have some solutions for making that better while trying to continue with my version of a fast, and hopefully it works. My wife will appreciate it, I am sure. Um, Fast food savings account, maybe November might have been a month last year. I was trying to lose some weight or something. Again, hindsight, I should have looked into the month a little bit more, but I was like, it'll be easy. I do have more charges coming up, but that is really just kind of staying the same at the $64. Uh, to some people, still in 11 days, and $64 is a lot of money in fast food. It's definitely more than I should be spending and more than I plan on spending in the future. Um, so that's going to stay the same. The Garmin app, I've still been using that to track my heartbeat and my stress. Things on that are going good. I'll start getting back into showing that app when I am able to get more active. I feel like that's going to be a better use of that app than for me to pop up and show that it is showing that I'm under stress. I think that that's going to show that because of my weight and some other things anyways. Um, and then, so yesterday I talked briefly about uh, the last time I fasted, and I think this would be kind of, if you're doing calorie restrictive diet, you can have the same things happen, but I found myself uh, eating vicariously through videos of people either in cooking shows or in eating competitions or other things where I was getting to watch people eat, and maybe that was helping with some of uh, cravings or um, the hunger. So, anyways, what I want to talk today a little bit was about um, starting to learn better ways of eating. And while I'm fasting here, I do need to spend time studying what I want to do on the backside of the diet. And so I started looking into some stuff. I did find there was a doctor that he had a TED talk that I saw that was about proper eating and eating, looking at it, the food pyramid in a different way. And it was his name was Dr. Mike Izaletel. I couldn't say his last name. I would butcher it. But anyways, it really discussed about the basis of a healthy diet or a healthy lifestyle is in having a calorie uh, keeping your calorie consumption is the most important part of your diet. You have to you have to find out what your range is with your activity of what you need to eat for calories, and then after that he goes into the basics. The next level is making sure you have the basic building blocks of the food that you need, and then after that it's kind of, you get to choose. You choose what to eat, but you keep yourself in a reasonable calorie limit. And so I'm going to keep looking into that. I think that I I have a hard time with the idea of elimination diets, whether it's getting rid of uh, meats or getting rid of vegetables or carbs, or I I want to find a way to be a healthy weight and to be able to have a meal at a restaurant if I want, of any choice, not like uh, as far as like if I want to have a burger, if I want to have fish, or if I want to eat a salad. Um, Obviously, the overriding factor to take into play is going to be the amount of calories that what you has in. And I feel like that's really important, and I'll talk more about that probably if I get into my diet when from 7 years ago. A lot of that had a lot to do, or that did a lot of convincing me of the the food you eat, and as long as you hit the right. Anyways, yeah, I'll talk about it more another day. We're getting towards the end of the time today. So just kind of a quick recap. Lost 2.6 pounds since yesterday. Added 9,100 to the million calorie challenge. Fast food savings account staying where it's at. Fast is going great. I'm at 19 days, 7 hours left to go. Pretty happy with that. Hopefully, we continue to see big numbers on the scale, but I will not be disappointed if they slow down because I know it is coming. I want to thank everybody for checking out my broadcast today. I will be back on tomorrow at 4. That'll be my last broadcast this week. I'll be back on next Monday for sure after tomorrow's broadcast. And then while I'm not broadcasting, I hope to do more updates on my Instagram. And I forgot I got all rushed and everything. I'll pull this up on my phone. So I was going to change my background to this. This is a picture I posted on Instagram earlier. It's at Fasting, FAHSTING. We are going to go to my phone. Let me see if it's a photo I can even retrieve on. There it is. So we're going to pull that up there. All right. So what I did is I took a photo here. Let me see. You might lose my audio here if I switch. Okay. So I don't have audio if I switch to that because I wasn't planning on having that. So maybe what I'll do here is I'll reconnect this here and I will end the stream with my comparison picture. So what the photo is here, I'm going to pop up is it's a photo of me on day 3 versus me this morning. So day 11. Let me pop it up here. And like I said, I'll just make this what I sign off to here, guys. Again, thank you for checking it out. If you have any questions, throw them down in the comments below. I'll answer them or I'll try to answer them. Any suggestions on some non-food rewards for these goals that I've got set for myself, I'd love to have some suggestions on that as well. I hope everybody has a great day. And if you are starting a weight loss journey, I hope you all have success in the world. Everybody have a great day.